Hello, I'm Will Inman, and for today's 2-Minute Tuesday briefing, I would like to talk to you about the employer's shield from liability in a workers' compensation claim. In return for all employers being required to provide workers' compensation insurance coverage to their employees, employees in the state of Maryland and the District of Columbia cannot sue their employer for their injury directly. In other words, you cannot sue your employer if your employer is negligent and that causes your injuries. In return, of course, you get the full workers' compensation coverage that's allowed by law. So let me give you a specific example. Your employer has you driving a truck. Unfortunately, your employer does not keep the maintenance up on the truck very well and the brakes go out. You're involved in an accident and you are injured as their employee. You have the right to full workers' compensation insurance coverage. But you cannot also bring a lawsuit against your employer saying it was their fault you were injured because they weren't maintaining the truck and that resulted in your injury. In other words, in return for receiving workers' compensation coverage, you cannot also sue your employer for your injury. Now, some clients, when we tell them this, are somewhat upset and surprised. But think it through. The workers' compensation coverage provides coverage of all of your medical bills, all of your lost wages, any damages for your medical travel expenses, your prescription bills, job retraining if necessary, and cash benefits for any disability that you may have that is permanent in nature. If you were to file a lawsuit, your lawsuit would basically be paying the same thing in most cases. Therefore, you're really not losing out on anything other than the hassle of having to go to court and sue someone, which can take many, many years. The workers' compensation is set up to provide quick and accessible coverage for your injuries, and that is the trade-off. So when you are told that you cannot sue your employer if you have a workers' compensation injury, that is technically correct. However, there are some exceptions. Thank you.